Welcome to Mallory Park. It's round 5 of the Thundersport GB Championships for 2017. It's time for the Stocktwins, the Supertwins, effectively. Everyone scores points in this, but there are 3 championships. The Supertwins main, 450s, the Rd5s, and the Stocktwins as well. On the front row, the top 3 in the championship, you've got Johnny Towers on pole at number 17. Second on the grid, Greg Madero. Second in the championship. And third, Dan Taylor, former Stocktwins champion, much like Greg Madero himself. On row 2 there, 133 on the green and black is Ben Tolliday. Then you've got the 2 Rd5 450s of Alex Taylor and Alex Wood, who having a proper ding-dong yesterday and shared the wins. In the Stocktwins, look out for number 43, championship leader Alex Platt, and number 19, Neil Schofield, who got 2 second places here yesterday. If that just all about makes sense, let's carry on with the racing. Johnny Towers it is that leads then as they head down into Ed Wieners for the first time. Madero up the inside there of Dan Taylor, but he clips the front wheel. He goes, and Dan Taylor, massive high side. Oh, is he going to get wiped out here? They've all done very well to dodge him, and he looks hurt. That's a big, big crash. Arms up there. Oh dear, that was really nasty. First gear. High side coming out of Ed Wieners. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw red flags here. Greg Madero there has carried on. He's rejoined the circuit in second, and Alex Wood is in third. And across the line we go, and there are the red flags. Not a huge surprise here. Short lap around Mallory, and they need to get Dan Taylor treated. It will be a fresh restart then on the grid, but with no Dan Taylor. Johnny Towers on pole from Greg Madero. Row 2 there, Tolliday. Number 9, Alex Taylor. Number 126, Alex Wood. Then it's Platt, Schofield and Markham, number 96, a row further back. Away from the line we go. Good start there from one of the Aprilias, that looked like, who got away really, really well. It was Alex Taylor with a flyer challenging Johnny Towers into turn 1. Johnny Towers it is, though, that has the lead. Here is Jason Markham. That's the beard Neil Schofield just up ahead of him. Number 2 going through there as well, Stephen Taylor, another of our Stocktwin riders. Greg Madero's got off to a better start this time, though, with Johnny Towers in second. Alex Wood there is up into third. So Alex Taylor, despite getting a good start, has been swallowed up now. He gets overtaken by Ben Tolliday as well. Good to see the 450s running so well here at Mallory, Syd.
Yeah, they're just so light and agile, aren't they? It just suits these small, active circuits. They just don't need the same grunt as you do on places like Snetterton or anywhere with a longer straight. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. And with just a bit more power, they do get, as you already mentioned, Super Twin points anyway. Just a bit more power, and they would be up with those front guys, actually.
Shame for Dan Taylor there going out of the race, and red flags coming out, Sid. He's not had much luck this season, and his poor run continues.
Yeah, he got tangled up, didn't he, there? And then, well, it just looked like a high side. There are a few spits of rain on the camera lens there, but, you know, I don't think it's anything affecting the circuit. It was just one of them, you know, a typical sort of slow corner high side, wasn't it?
There's Richard Molnar, number 125. Now, he's out on a CB 500, but...
Can you believe it?
It's classified as a stock twin, so...
Well, it's a twin and it's stock.
Yeah, well, there you go.
But he did say to me that if it rains, I'm in.
Well, you never know with the weather here at the moment. Slightly overcast. That was a lovely move by Johnny Towers up the inside of Greg Madero down into Shaw's hairpin. And now Greg Madero's got to try and get his teeth stuck into Johnny Towers. This is a championship that looks like it's going to be run between these two. But Johnny Towers has looked just slightly the better man so far this weekend. Of course, a lot can change. Each round at Thundersport GB, you go to a different circuit layout. And it doesn't always go to plan, and everyone has different favourites. Greg Madero, at the moment, might just have to settle for second best here, because Johnny Towers' lap times are just a bit better than Greg Madero's. And if he gets in the zone, he could be hard to catch, as you're seeing here. Further behind these two, still the 2 450s going at it. And in the Stocktwins, it's Alex Platt, who leads the championship, number 43, but Neil Schofield... and the Barnsley clan are here this weekend, as ever, Sid, but going, shall we say, slightly better than usual.
Well, yeah, it would be the normal thing to say, but to be fair to the lad, he has just come on so well this year. I'm really proud of him, you know, just chipped away. He is a proper race contender. I think probably, in fairness, when he first started racing, he did it for a bit of a laugh, you know, a bit of a hobby. But now he's really serious. And, you know, I mean, I know that Alex Platt has really come on this year as well. But without Alex Platt there, I think he would have gone on to be the championship winner. But he can still challenge for the win.
Well, there he is, just going up the inside of Alex Platt there, number 19. I mean, coming into this weekend, Neil Schofield third in the championship and 110 points down on Alex Platt. There's a lot of races here left in the season, 4 per weekend, so anything could happen. But so far, well, based on this weekend alone, Schofield's definitely got a chance of moving up into second place in the championship overall. And is it now just starting to spit a little? Riders are avoiding the curbs here as best they can. I wonder if it... Yeah, there it is. It's starting to spit a bit here at Mallory Park. Now, will that affect anyone out front?
Well, you know what it'll be like on your visor. Far worse. They, you know, the riders are the first ones to know about when it rains, aren't they?
The problem is with this, some riders are able to cope with it mentally better than others. You know, it's very difficult to gauge how much grip you've got. It's hard to believe when there's so much rain appearing on your visor that you have actually, for a good couple of laps, got still quite a lot of grip out on circuit.
Oh, without a doubt. And we've had 2 days of really, really hot weather and a preceding week of almost a heat wave. So there'll be a lot of ambient heat in that circuit, which will keep coming up, radiating through. And even with a bit of rain falling, you'll still have loads of grip, drying really quick.
Nice move this from Jason Markham further down, just going up the inside there of number 35, Tim Hawkins. So he makes up a place there, does Jason Markham, up to 13th. Here is the battle for the Stocktwins again, and they're just a little more upright than they were. Schofield, Platt going through there, Thompson also. You've got Stephen Taylor, I should say. I don't know where Thompson came from. Paul Williams, Alan Ellis, Thomas Jennings, all just a bit further behind. Out front, it's still Towers from Madeiro, then the 2 Aprilias, then this lot. And Richard Molnar, since it started to rain, number 125 on that CB 500 is going well. He's being joined by Rhys Irwin. He's not afraid of the rain, as we've seen in the past. The Super Teen runner-up from last year. Coming out of Devil's Elbow then, the rain's starting to fall a little heavier now, and the last lap flag goes out. That will be a relief for Johnny Towers. Greg Badiro, he's in a lonely battle for second. He won't mind that too much. These two continue to fight on for 3rd and 4th in the Supertwins, and 1st, of course, in the 450s. And Schofield still leads the Stocktwins. Has Schofield had a win yet in Stocktwins this year, Sid?
No.
Well, he might be on for one here. 2 second places yesterday.
Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
I think you'll be hearing a bit of noise down in Parc Ferme if the Beard comes across the line with a race victory after the 2 seconds that he got yesterday.
Those 2 Aprilias are banging elbows though, aren't they? Look, and the rain is just spitting a bit there.
Here's Johnny Towers. He still leads the way from Greg Madero. There's Madero coming through the bus stop chicane. It's going to be a win here for Johnny Towers. He's got this one in the bag. Great stuff. He extends his championship lead. 3 wins out of 3 for him. Here are the 2 Aprilias. Alex Taylor goes down and he wipes out Alex Wood as well. And he says sorry. He puts his arm up. Alex Wood thinks he's going to remount. It's not allowed at Thundersport, I'm afraid. There'll be no points on offer there. So unfortunate. But in the Stocktwins, 3rd in class here as well. 3rd overall in the Supertwins. Neil Schofield wins. 3rd across the line. He beats Alex Platt. 4th there was Alex Platt overall. Rhys Irwin then inherits the RRV victory in 5th. And Richard Molnar is 6th over the line. And he takes the 3rd place spot in the Stocktwins. Wow, it's all happening. Johnny Towers, Greg Madeira and Ash Bryant there, your Super Twin men. Then in the Stocktwins, we've got Neil Schofield, Alex Platt and Richie Molnar. And in the RRVs, Rhys Irwin the winner, and Thomas Jennings the only other finisher in the 450s. Race 2 coming up in just a moment. I'm not sure though after that Dan Taylor will be joining us. Welcome back, it's time for race 2. The Avon tyres, Supertwins and Stocktwins and Rd5 450s. I'm afraid to say Dan Taylor hasn't made it onto the grid for race 2, so we send him our best regards. He really is just out of luck at the moment. Johnny Towers it is with 3 wins out of 3. Greg Madero, 3 seconds out of 3. He's just got the look at the moment of a guy who's just kind of almost settling, I think, for the fact that he's going to have to play second fiddle this weekend and have another go at it when we get to Rockingham. Let's see what happens in this race. Plenty of other candidates out there as well. Ben Tolliday, 133, went down in race 1. The 2 450s are out there once again, although where is Alex Wood? He's not even made it. Something's happened to Alex Wood on the warm-up lap. He was on the grid, and Alex Wood, having been wiped out of race 1, isn't here. On board now with Ben Tolliday on his green Suzuki 650, although it looks a bit like a Kawasaki. Just to the left of him there is Alex Platt. That's Alex Taylor up ahead of him as we tip into Ed Wieners. Out front, Johnny Towers, Greg Madero, no surprise there. In the Stocktwins earlier on, Neil Schofield it was that got the win from Alex Platt, his first win in the class. So let's see what he can do, having finally got his hands on that winner's trophy, and third overall as well. Sid, that was an outstanding effort from the beard.
Oh, it was amazing, yeah. See what he can do in this one. By the way, as regards Alex Wood, I do know that Trevor Scott, Alex Taylor's team manager, they both went up, apologised. You know, Alex Taylor said, totally my fault, really, really sorry. Alex's bike, they couldn't get it fixed in time. So Alex Taylor lent Alex Wood his spare bike, his wet bike, but it looks like it's broken down. I mean, you couldn't write that, could you? I mean, unbelievable. I mean, real, you know, sporting ethos, and what a lovely thing to do. And it's still gone wrong. Poor Alex Wood. He must be gutted.
It's really unfortunate for Alex Wood because, of course, he got wiped out. He was helpless
in what happened. He was a passenger, wasn't he?
But how typical is it that you receive such a lovely sporting act like that? And, oh, by the way, you've got to put fuel in it. That might be the line. But yeah. I'm only joking around. It was a really nice sporting act.
It didn't come with a full tank.
Well, we can laugh here in the commentary box, but no, that's really unfortunate for Alex Wood because it's just one of those rotten luck situations. Anyway, this race continues. There is the battle for the Stocktwins, and I've got to say here, a shout out to Jason Markham because he's leading the Stocktwins here. Number 96, he's up ahead there of Alex Platt and Neil Schofield. This is your race leader overall. Towers has just been in a world of his own here this weekend. He is only a couple of tenths off David Allingham's lap record that has stood now for quite some time.
No, he got it yesterday. He took it yesterday, Steve.
Oh, well, you could have told me that, Sid.
Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Yeah, he did get it yesterday.
Right, okay, well, there we go. Never mind. Johnny Towers has got the lap record.
54.666.
Wow, that is shifting, I have to say. That really is shifting. In terms of the Stocktwins, those guys are lapping in the 57s at the moment. Curtis Rothwell, I think his lap record last. I just saw a quick shot there of the sky in the background. Oh, it's looking a bit menacing, isn't it? The sun's shining at the moment. But there could be rain on the way again sometime soon. These guys did have slight rain interruption in the earlier race. This is the battle in general for third in the Supertwins. Towers and Madeiro were gone away out front. This group being led by Ben Tolliday, 133. There he is. Just behind him is Alex Taylor. Then it's
good battle,
Markham.
actually, a really good battle.
Nice to see our army rider Markham there, up ahead of Platt,
Doing
Schofield.
so well, another one, isn't he, who's really come on strong this year? Unbelievable, yeah. I mean, I'm really impressed. And at the front with the Greg Madeiro job, I mean, he had a flash of inspiration, beat Johnny Towers fair and square at Cadwell, and then I thought he was going to come and do that again here, but Johnny Towers has had another little step up again, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. It just sometimes, like I said earlier, it just goes to show sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Greg Madeiro here, I think he's been sensible enough to realise it that, you know, I just need to limit the damage that Johnny Towers can do to me here, and let's see if we can come out fighting at Rockingham. So this group continue to rage on. There's Alex Platt just going side by side with Alex Taylor. That almost went wrong. Here is Towers then.
I'll tell you what is nice about this circuit, Steve. Wherever you happen to be standing, you can see a lot of racing. And you can all, you know, and they're coming round very, very briskly. So it's a good viewers, good spectating circuit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it's been made better over the last few years as well. Here's Tolliday then, up ahead of Markham, who's having a fantastic race. Not seen Jason Markham as high up as this so far this year. There he is, number 96. Up ahead of Schofield, Platt. Across the line there, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th all together. Taylor at the back of that. Behind those guys, Rhys Irwin, Matt Powell, Stephen Taylor, Richie Molnart. Nobody catching Johnny Towers out front. There's Neil Schofield just getting into the slipstream of Platt. And now we're on board with Matt Powell. It's a bit further back. You can see how aggressive the clouds are in the background. A little shot on board there going into Edwina's. It just gives you an idea as to how tight it is. Now coming around. Is this a helmet cam? I'm not sure. What?
No, I think it's just poorly mounted, actually.
Oh, blimey, it's all over the place. Look at that. Someone going wide there as well.
I think the camera just took him out.
It's one of those Jeremy Beadle cameras on the front there. Anyway, back to 3rd place. There is Ben Tolliday.
By the way, you know the Classic Club came here a couple of weeks ago and got a permit from the ACU to run without Edwina's. That must have been a pretty fast lap, you know?
Yeah, well, of course, that's how it used to be.
I know, yeah.
And it used to be incredibly fast going up through the S's, as we see here. Neil Schofield not picking off one, but picking off two. He's just done Markham and Platt there in one.
He's on fire,
and
isn't
he leads
boy?
the Stocktwins again. We're now on board with Markham.
It's that beard, you know.
It must be. It's worth a 10th or two. Alex Platt there is going up the inside. No, Schofield says, no, you don't. And then they just managed to defend their line from Markham. The 450 there of Alex Taylor is ready to pick up any pieces as well. Good scrap this. Really good scrap. Coming out of Devil's Elbow then onto the start finish straight again. Last lap flag out. Those grey clouds are going to stay away just enough at the moment to get us to the end of this race, where Johnny Towers at the moment has a 7-second lead over Greg Madeiro, who in turn is about 10-11 seconds clear of that big group.
That's huge at this circuit, 7 seconds, Steve.
It really is. He's just in a completely different class here, Johnny Towers. Through the chicane he goes. Checkered flag waiting. And he's done it. 4 wins out of 4 for Johnny Towers. Checkered flag goes out. Neatly done. Championship in control. Brilliant stuff there from him. 2nd place will go here to Greg Madeiro. You can look over your shoulder all you like, Greg. They're not there. Who will get 3rd, though, in this massive battle? It will be Ben Tolliday, who goes across the line in 3rd place. And 4th for Neil Schofield, who does it again in the Stocktwins. He's been waiting for a win and 2 come along at once. Alex Platt takes 5th. Jason Markham, good job by him in that race. 6th place overall. There's your top 3 then. Johnny Towers, Greg Madero, Ben Tolliday. In the Stocktwins, the Beard, Neil Schofield gets it again ahead of Alex Platt and Jason Markham. And in the RRVs, it is Alex Taylor, the winner, from Rhys Irwin and Thomas Jennings. In terms of the points, Towers is in control there by a good margin, it has to be said, ahead of Greg Madero. Ben Tolliday then third overall, ahead of Dan Taylor, who missed out on those last two races. It is Alex Platt that has the lead still in the Stocktwins, but Neil Schofield has moved up to second now, ahead of Joseph Thomas, Jason Markham and Stephen Taylor. And in the RRVs, it is Alex Taylor still in control, ahead of Rhys Irwin, who's moved up ahead now of Alex Wood in the RRV 450 standings. That's it from us here at Mallory Park. We are staying in the Midlands for our next one. Join us at Rockingham for round 6 next time.